You need to go faster with that one.
Okay. Right? No, right. I push you, you do the turn. Remember?
Right, yeah.
Go.
Push, kick. Okay, try to go for the stomach.
Right.
Okay, Boyd, can you tell us what you guys are doing here?
You're blocking a sword fight, choreographing for a project we're doing.
Tell me a bit about the project.
We are copying the costume for Phantom of the Opera, for the Phantom, and we are making a trailer, like makeup trailer for the fake play.
Okay, so tell us, what are you doing with the makeup? What are you creating?
Originally we were planning on doing a live casting of my face, and Victoria Nation, the other person in the project, was going to make a latex mask, so with the makeup on it,
To create a disfigured.
Yeah, to create a disfigured face, half face rather, and that way you could just take it on and off and use some spirit gum to make sure it stays on. However,
Boyd Somke is my partner, and we're doing we're trying to remake the Phantom of the Opera. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm making the Phantom's deformed face. It can only take up about like a quarter of his face, so I'm trying to work in as many cool details as I can into that section. I originally was thinking just going for regular deformities like claw marks or just birth defects, but then I watched an anime called Attack on Titan, and they have these characters that are basically like skinless, and they're really, really cool looking. And so I thought, what if his birth defect was that some of his skin was just missing and the bone and muscle was exposed? And so I'm trying to do that now, and yeah.
Can you talk us through these masks here?
Right, so for the middle school play, there were these troll characters that we had to make. Papa Troll, Brother Troll, and Sister Troll. I sculpted the 3 troll faces to be like the trolls under the bridge, even though they're internet trolls, but they're troll under the bridge type characters, and so...
And what materials did you use for this?
These mannequin heads hadn't come, and these are so much better, but I had to use neutral masks in... Oh, okay. I had to use neutral masks in order to sculpt on. So I just sculpted the faces on top of the neutral masks, and then I covered them in a layer of liquid latex, and then I painted them using just regular makeup. I painted the actors' faces all the same base shade, and then I pre-painted all these, so application was really quick and easy. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So what challenges have you faced during this project?
Boyd, would you like to talk about that?
I already did in the other video. You go.
Oh, I was
in a couple of sentences
trying to take a live cast of Boyd's face, and I was using the wrong material, and I kind of ripped his eyebrows off.
How long did it take to try and get the plaster cast off his face?
9 hours. Yeah, so epic fail, but...
Sorry.
However, the live casting went horribly wrong.
I've not seen a single thing.
I'm now missing half my eyebrows, and a fair amount of my hair. So now she's just going to be doing just normal makeup and then putting a sealer on it so I can put a mask on top of it, and yeah, I'll be making the mask later.
Brilliant.
But,
so you've learned a lot. What have you learned?
Make sure you're buying the right alginate, and also don't trust me with live casting.
So let's introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Nino.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
Tell us about your project.
This is our high school Stagecraft Collaborative project. We decided that we wanted to do a model set of Wicked.
Yeah, so we picked 2 scenes. We picked Popular and Defying Gravity, and then we have a little like we glued it together so we can do a scene change with the different wallpapers. And then you just take her off and change the whole set if you want to. We'll do.
And how did you create these props? These
3D printers.
you used to what?
We decided to use a 3D printer to create one of the beds and the two people along with the broom.
Mm-hmm.
To show contrast, to show how, like, this is a 3D printer bed, and then this is the one we built.
Mm-hmm.
To show the different.
And you created
has
these
the thing
props
underneath.
and figurines through the 3D printer.
Yes.
Wow.
Where's
And how
our
was that
stand?
experience for you?
It was quite difficult with the 3D printer, but then as we started like getting used to it and learning how to use the technology and all of this, it became easier.
Great. So what have you learned through this process?
I believe that for making hand props, the 3D printer is very beneficial, especially if you want to make copies of things. So you don't have to, like, for example, build five identical phones. You could just print off a 3D printer. So you would design once and then print it several times.
Yeah, and it's easier to make them identical because you just print them all the same.
Also, if you have something that's really unique and you can't really find anywhere except you have to build it, but it might be like too difficult to actually build, it's easy just to design it however you want it on a 3D printer and then print it.
Yeah, like our girls. So for Glinda, it's really good because you can get the detail of her hair, and then you can just paint straight on it to create the effect with the paint.
We printed them in one color. We printed her in white and printed her in green, and then we just painted on everything that's not that color.
Great. And tell me what musical you hope the CAC produces next year.
We really want to do Wicked next year.
Yeah, and then we can
Really
use
cool.
like our ideas as part of the set.
Yeah.
You're gonna start to smell the plastic burner. Huh? You're gonna start to smell the foam burner.
What are you making?
I'm making R2D2 trash can.
I'm making an R2D2 trash can. And what was really challenging about this project?
Just a lot of things like creating a stable base and stuff to where it would be able to support all the wood and stuff, and getting all the pieces together.
Can we lift this up?
Yeah.
So you guys had to work out how to do all of the structure stuff, right?
Yep, and then we had to also make it hollow to
Mhm.
where we could actually put a trash bag, so trash could go in. So
And tell us how you're going to try and make the top, because this is very challenging, isn't it?
what we were going to do is we're going to carve out this middle part right here that's outlined,
Mhm.
and then we would hinge it up to this part so it would be able to go up like that. And on top of this, we were going to put a styrofoam dome where we would have a hole on the top to where people can drop bottles and whatnot in it.
Are you happy with how it's looking?
Better than I thought it would look.
Good. Well, good luck for the rest of it.
Oh, thank you.
What did you start off doing?
So I'm starting to make a effect of passing through space. So these are my projects. I create several of different themes and styles. Here's one.
And what was it going to be? What's it going to be used for?
Oh, this will be used for the middle school graduations. So that there's a part that they need to make so the rocket will travel through space. And this is kind of the effect that how the rocket's gonna travel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and here's the second one.
So tell me, what did you have to learn in order to be able to create this animation?
I made this animation through Adobe After Effects, and there's a lot of process and there's codes that you need to remember, how to the object movements, how to connect each scenes together, and how the image blends to each other.
So it's quite complicated.
Yeah, it's actually really complicated. And I spent almost the first month just to learn the codings and how to put image together.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yep.
And so let's have a look to put on the big screen what you've created.
Let's see.
Do I just tap it?
So we decided to make our own script and make a set and do a stop motion film for it.
Yeah.
And we went with Rapunzel and a car chase. So this is our set. Adventure.
Okay, so
Challenges were just like coming up with the plan itself to get started.
All agreeing on like
Yeah.
a certain thing.
you had to collaborate together.
Yeah.
Building the buildings and like building all the set was very hard, and the painting,
Keeping it
as
to
well as
scale.
the trees.
Yeah.
Making sure everything like fits in realistically.
And now, what are you going to do once you've created a set?
We are going to film a car chase.
Have voiceovers like edited. So then
So you're going to be filming. You're going to be making sound effects.
yeah.
Okay.
My name is Sangha Park, and I'm senior. I'm building the stage model, the theater model, for my Stagecraft project, and I made like stage here. It's scale of 40:1, and I'm making the wall like here and here. I'm not covering this part, so this is open place, and then I'll cover the here like this thing, and then made it like separately, so that you actually have like fly systems here, so that you can move up and down.
So this will be a working scale model.
Yeah, kind of not exactly the same with our theater model, but like just for fun features inside.
Cool. So what was difficult? What was challenging for you?
I actually started to work with cardboard, and then I suddenly changed to the wood because it's more like
Durable.
and durable material. So it took time to make it. Yeah.
Cool. So what is your next step? What are you going to put in now? The next thing.
I need to work on the pulley thing, so I got some fishing line from the costume rooms and fabrics. Yeah. So.
Cool. You're going to put a functioning pulley system. This is very cool.
So this is the razor blade I'm making for Sweeney Todd, if we do it. And I made it so that
How did you create this?
I used the laser cutter for both the wood and the plastic parts, and then I put a screw on each side. Then there's plastic tubing that goes through, and when it's used, there's it's filled with blood from about the tip to halfway back, and then it's water. So the water pushes the blood out, and yeah. And the challenges I had doing this was I originally started trying to do it with just a solid block of wood, and that didn't work. So I changed over to it's not like a solid piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had trouble getting the blade to stay on, so it's kind of tipped.
And how successful is it?
Oh, it works well. Works very well. Yeah.
So you happy with it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it works well.
Such a beautiful strategy like this. Yes, I do. Sir, what are you doing? Sir! Oh!